Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Fields on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Off the play fake. Here's Corral. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Corral with it, first down here. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Lions at 9-6 now, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Corral, 3rd and 2. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Corral. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Corral. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On the option to give to Swift here.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On the play fake, Corral.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Jones on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bears take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw, Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Charles Harris getting in there behind the line.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Here's Corral. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Corral on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Play action here. Corral. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Corral on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Eric Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Third and goal. Here's Corral. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, out is Austin Seibert for the Lions field goal. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Swift. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, creates a penalty.
They'll run with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Fields throw complete here to Komet.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since.
Here's Fields.
That's into the hands of Edwards.
He's got the first down and more.
Touchdown, Bears! Bryan Edwards in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions 17.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down. Here's Corral with it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Corral's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
Touchdown, Detroit! T.J. Hockenson, 48 yards.
And the Lions
Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And some space here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, Fields.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 23-yard run as his guys have now moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Corral. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
35 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Now Fields. Left side, got Jones.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A check of the scoreboard there in the third in Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matt Corral taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Williams to return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This is caught. Touchdown.
Jarnell Mooney,
29 yards.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Corral lost it. The ball is out.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They're on 45-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think, in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Here's Fields.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm most surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever
Corral lost it. The ball is out. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Chicago,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I